Hello everyone, Maryann here, Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, huge shout out to you. Thank you as always for your likes, your comments and your subscriptions. Remember, if you subscribe to the channel, if you comment, if you press that thumbs up, it helps the channel grow. So thank you. And for those also that send donations in, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lot to get stuck into today. Now, my last reading, we knew, I think the cards were very clear. You know, sometimes the cards are so clear that you just 100%, 110% know. And I knew those charges were going to come in Georgia. The indictments would come in Georgia this week. Fonnie Willis, the District Attorney for Fulton County, has requested a March the 4th date, just bringing you up to anyone who hasn't seen that news for the trial. Will she get that? I'm not sure. It's a big RICO racketeering case that she's laying out. Will they be able to go to trial on that date? The other news that's come out, which has really tweaked my interest, is from January to July, the battle to get Trump's Twitter account. Jack Smith, the special prosecutor, subpoenaed and had a warrant to get that information. And remember, they can only, a judge will only authorise a warrant if they think there's a probability of a crime being committed. So they went to Twitter with this warrant. We want his DMs, we want his draft tweets, we want the back end, etc. of his account. Musk refused to hand it over, which I find absolutely incredible. One of the conditions he wanted was he wanted to tell Trump that they were subpoenaing his account, Twitter account. The judge took a very dim view of that. It was Judge Beryl Howe. Remember, our old friend. She was very active during the Mueller days. I think she's since retired. She was absolutely aghast that Musk could actually refuse, and she accused him of wanting to, play favour with the former president in case he may become president again. In the end, they got the information. Jack Smith got the information, and Twitter was fined $350,000. What's in the DMs? Let's have a look at that. And the other breaking news coming out of Ari Melba, the MSNBC legal analyst, very, very good show that he puts on every day, was Roger Stone. Okay, so remember there was a sixth non-indicted co-conspirator in Jack Smith's charges, who remained anonymous. And we thought it could have been Boris Epstein, it could have been Ginny Thomas. Who else was it? Well, it turns out now that it's most likely to be Roger Stone. And here's the kicker. Here is the kicker. There is audio and film of Roger Stone dictating to his aide, that they could field an alternative slate of electors because of massive fraud in the election in the states where Republican controlled the legislatures. But that footage is in November, before the results of the election was known. Now, I think amongst all the evidence that Jack Smith has amassed is the tie between Stone and Trump. The tie between Stone et al., let's just say, and the others, and tying Trump in. Now, remember one day I just woke up with a feeling that I thought Jack had the evidence to tie Trump to an attempted coup. And I didn't get to answer that question. I just was so busy with other questions in a reading that slipped by me. But I suspect he has direct evidence to tie Trump into that conspiracy. In other news, of course, Arizona is now investigating, or has been, not is now, has been investigating, most likely since Katie Hobbs won the governor's position, has been investigating the fake electors, the slate of fake electors. So Michigan is doing the same. I mean, it is clearer and clearer and clearer, and I know it's been 3 years, that this was an attempted coup, an attempt to overturn an election in the US. No ifs, buts and maybes. It was an attempt to do that. And to be fair, one of the reasons, not all, but one of the reasons it didn't succeed was from Republicans in positions of power, like Raffensperger, like Rusty, what's his last name, in Arizona? I can't remember. Is it Pat? No, anyway. Bowers, Rusty Bowers in Arizona. I know you don't like these people. Even, can I actually say it, Pence? All those women that came out, Cassidy Hutchinson's, the communications director, it just goes on and on and on and on. All those people, the White House lawyers that said, you can't do this. Those people had the Rosen at the Department of Justice, those people that said, no, the line's in the sand, you can't. We recognise what this is. So I know that doesn't excuse anything, really, does it? But it is a basis for law-abiding unity, at least among a section of the Republican Party. The fact that it even happened, well, how far had they gone? How low had they gone? And we get the Queen of Wands, women. I'm reminded of women's role in all of this, in fighting back. Katie Hobbs in Arizona, Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, Fonnie Willis, the judges, the female judges, those women around Trump at the White House who bravely stood up and gave evidence. No small thing when you've got what really is a violent cult, a violent wing of the Republican Party coming at you. And then the heroes, the dogged determination of Willis and Smith, Jack Smith and others, those that led impeachments of Trump. All of this is the stuff of history books. Okay, let's get started now. I just want to take the time to really feel into this moment in history, because had Trump been successful, you would have had authoritarian rule in America, and that would have changed the world. The nexus between Saudi, America, Russia, and potentially China too, and other countries, it would have just changed our freedoms all around the world. So let's get started now. I want to see Elon Musk. That's where I'm going to start. Now, Musk owns 78% of Twitter. I'm not even going to say it's now whatever it is now. 78%, and a Saudi prince owns about 5.7%. He's the next biggest investor. He chucked in 1.89 billion. There's a crypto currency exchange, Binance, 500 million. Qatar Investment Fund, 375 million. A tech company, Oracle, and of course Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, one of the founders of Twitter himself, is still a shareholder. Now, here's the thing about the deal that sparked Congress's interest, which actually made President Joe Biden come out and said, I think we need to look at this foreign ownership stuff in Twitter. Anyone who invests $250 million or more gets special access to confidential company information. We don't know whether that's yours and my data so that the Saudis can track their enemies, and we don't know what that confidential data is. The Saudis, of course, we have Kushner's $2 billion payout. I don't know what it was, coming from Saudi Arabia. We also had weapons given to Saudi despite Congress not wanting them, Saudi Arabia. And I think there was a plan foiled to give them some sort of nuclear technology as well, American tech. So during the Trump years. So we have this irony, isn't it, that Trump, who originated in New York's 6 bankruptcies, failed casinos, ties to the mobs there, historical ties, an accused rapist, etc., wins the presidency. And of course, New York, we had 9/11. It's an irony indeed that he went on to become the president and then favoured the Saudis. So, okay, Musk, of course, is often seen with the Saudis and the Arabian-type countries. Musk goes where the money goes. Now, I want to say that this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look at Twitter. Okay, so what was in the DMs, the direct messages? What was in Trump's Twitter account? I'm hearing ties, obviously. Ties to whom? Ties to whom? What would he have been stupid enough to put in his Twitter account? I would say everything, because it was his personal thing. Now we've got the tower, so there is evidence there of the January 6th plot, coup, attempted coup. There's evidence there on Twitter for that. That tower card is my card for that. I wonder what happens to Twitter once this comes out. That it was used as basically a cell, if you like, to plot an attempted coup and an attempted insurrection at the Capitol. So let's have a look. Show me what was in those DMs, or just show me what was in Trump's Twitter account. Okay, so it looks like there were lots of communications, could have been offers of some sort, planning, the cult. I wonder if he communicated with any of the militias that stormed the Capitol. But anyway, what was in Trump's Twitter account? Show me clearly, please. What was in Trump's Twitter account? There was planning there. Okay, so we get the 7 of Cups, choices, illusion, delusion, poor choices, can be poor choices, and we get the Moon. Illusion and delusion. So smoke screens, the moon, things coming up from the surface, secrets being embedded. These aren't good cards, so there was something pretty nefarious. To me, that just says nefariousness. Whoa, 10 of Swords. Okay, the plan to end something. This is around the election, to take the election away from Joe Biden, and we have the emperor in the past to him, Trump, as president. This is a direct tie-in. This ties Trump into the planning of this attempted coup. 9 of Swords. We get anxiety. No wonder Trump's gone off the rails, hasn't he? There's something. To me, this looks like a stack of truths. Look at the Ace of Swords hanging over this person's head. Let's see. Betrayal. Betrayal. So somebody who knew what was in Trump's tweets, maybe somebody that was helping him write it or seeing his Twitter account, has flipped and given evidence for them to go after Trump Trump's Twitter account, and for the warrant for them to get a warrant that found that a crime, there was a probability of a crime being committed. Somebody very close to Trump, who knew what he did on Twitter, sent the DOJ there, probably Mark Meadows. Now we have the special prosecutor, the King of Swords, and we get new starts. I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Jack Smith's special prosecution and his team are going to change the course of American history. Now, in the hopes and fears, they didn't get what they wanted to begin with. They got all the information eventually. That's a disappointment. Back against the wall. 3 cups lost, 1 cup remaining. And we get the 5 of Pentacles loss, being left out in the cold, and the 9 of Pentacles. So what is this? Overturning the loss. So presenting it in... the lie. Okay, the lie there. So there's evidence of what occurred in Trump's Twitter account. Can you believe that? Now we have the Queen of Swords, the voter, the attempt to overturn the election, the planning of it. What I want to know is, was Trump in touch with any of the militia heads, the leaders of the militias? Was Trump in touch with any of the leaders of the militia? It seems to me that this was quite a common way of communicating, because they knew that Trump was on there all the time, and it was a good way to reach him. Okay, so let's have a look. So the planning, it just keeps coming back to that Ace of Wands. Was Trump, show me clearly, was Trump in touch with any of the militia heads, even if it was via Roger Stone and others? Was Trump in touch with any of the militia heads that stormed the Capitol? Well, the Death card again. It keeps coming out. And the three of Pentacles, planning. Oh God, I don't like those cards either. I feel, this is nothing to do with Trump's Twitter account, but I feel there could have been a plot. Just leave Twitter aside for a minute. There could have been a plot to kill Mike Pence. I don't know. I just got that feeling there. Look at these cards, stealing, and the Lovers card in the past. Yeah, he was definitely in touch with his cult. The four of Wands in the sky, Mar-a-Lago. Again, I think they did go to Mar-a-Lago. So Smith will have all of this as well. 3 of Cups, circles of support, celebrations. We're getting all of this. There's that Ace of... So I'm going to say the question was he in touch with any of these militia heads? I think he has. They do have that information. The Chariot, come on, in the hopes and fears, things moving very quickly in the world. In the outcome and defending himself, endings, beginnings, and, I think Trump is likely to be incarcerated. I don't know that he will ever go to prison. I don't know how you protect a former president in prison, but he's definitely going to be put away for this. Russia, even. The Empress card and the Ace of Cups. Let's see what else was going to come out there. And the Hanged Man. Pausing something. So, I asked, was he? There's a good chance, according to these cards, that he was in touch with people who could have even been Congress people as well, in the Twitter account, to pause the certification. That's what I'm getting. Separate to that, I think that there could be later on down the track a plot uncovered to kill, to assassinate Pence. I mean, that's how bad it could get. Okay, all right, so was Musk and his investors trying to protect Trump? And indeed, that could have been one of the reasons for the deal to begin with, the takeover of Twitter, and many other reasons, of course. Was Musk trying to protect Trump? Was Musk trying to protect Trump? I heard a yes. Was Musk, interesting. Was Musk trying to protect Trump? Queen of Cups, by not letting them have it. She's got a hand over the cup. This is the Golden Art Nouveau tarot deck, and the World card, not just Musk, but others. They were trying to protect Trump. Let's keep going. This is the Mar-a-Lago keeps coming into this as well. So Smith might even have evidence of conversations, things that were said at Mar-a-Lago, which became the planning of it all. So was he trying to defend him? Yes. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's all boils down to money, but also national security as well. So further to come out when later on down the track will be what happened with Kushner, Trump, Ivanka and the Middle East, in specifically Saudi Arabia. There's something around national security here that will come to light. Money, King of Pentacles, business. What was Musk promised? Loans and debts, giving and receiving help. He was trying to help him. Now this is choices and sometimes can be manipulation in the environment around choices and the hopes and fears, winning the election, and now we get the final outcome. This can be travel, it can be overseas, it can be moving out of troubled waters, and then we get betrayal. I feel Musk has been helped. Yeah, wish fulfillment. I think he's been helped. Helped by overseas investors that had an interest in seeing Trump not being incarcerated, but it's really all come to naught now, hasn't it? I hope that if the Democrats retake the House, they have a good hard look at Twitter and the overseas investments and what information overseas investors have access to. All right, so yes, Musk. In short, Musk was trying to protect Trump, but not just Musk, other investors as well. All right, so Fawny Willis, I think it's going to be astounding what Jack Smith has. I think it's going to... I said that when I first started on all of this, that it will blow our minds, really, what was the real situation with Trump and the nexus between the Saudis, etc., Russia, the Saudis. All right, so let's have a look at just some quick questions now. Georgia, Fawny Willis, she wants a March the 4th. I'll be surprised if she gets that, if she gets it going that quickly. So many, whatever it is, 19 people, co-conspirators. We'll get to Roger Stone as well, but let's just... All right, I think the fact that evidence has come out now, I think that Smith will probably... I don't think he wanted to complicate with more than one case. I don't know what they do, but I think Stone will obviously... all those unindicted co-conspirators, Smith eventually plans to indict them. Okay, so let's have a look. Fawny Willis, March the 4th. Fawny Willis. Will she get that March the 4th date for the trial of Donald Trump in Georgia? Will Fonnie Willis get the March? Will she have a trial in March? Fonnie Willis, the district attorney in Fulton County, will she have a trial in March? The Strength card. The Ten of Pentacles. These are yes cards. The King of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. These are all yes cards. Now, there's a potential here that maybe not everybody gets that. I don't know. Maybe there's a start of something. There's something around also the cost of all of this. I think that she does get a start, something started. The Three of Pentacles, working together to build something. A lot of pentacles here. A lot of pentacles. I always get, I have got the money trail too. Ah, yes, okay. Some people can't afford. It's like Trump won't pay Giuliani's legal fees, and he's pretty much broke. The Moon card, in the hopes and fears, and finally, yes, it looks like she's going to get that. Yes, 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 oh yes. She's done so much work over 3 years that she's ready to go. I think she's going to get a start in March. I really do. And then we get the Emperor card, the President, the former President, the King of the King of Cups, and here we've got the Queen, Biden, Trump, and the attempted coup. Yes, I'm just getting a ringing in my ear. The judges here understand the importance, as more and more evidence come to light, the importance of getting these trials, getting these things to trial, getting these cases to trial as quickly as they possibly can. Everybody except, of course, Judge Cannon. So, in Georgia, I'm going to say there's a good chance that she will get... Fonnie Willis keeps pulling these marvellous cards. The Strength card, the Sun card, the brightest, strongest cards in the pack. The Three of Wands, so much hard work in that case. I mean, I'm feeling excited for her. Okay, where do we want to go now? Roger Stone received a pardon for his crimes, of course, from Trump. He is a convicted person, operator. I'm going to say this about Ginny Thomas. I've got a feeling that, okay, so let's look at the timelines. Stone was talking about this before the election was there. The results of the election even came down. They had to find the people to make this happen. Now, Ginny Thomas introduced Trump, I think, to Eastman. So she, as a political operator, hasn't been named as a co-conspirator, unindicted co-conspirator. But my feeling is still very, very strong. I was unsure. It wasn't a clear-cut case for me. But what I have seen before is Thomas resigning. And in past readings, he, not only because of his own baggage, grifting, accepting the grifts that come his way, but I have seen some kind of discussion round table that they leave her in order for him to step down. There's something around him stepping down and her not being brought into this. Now, if you think about a member of a cult and the way she was, I don't know, maybe later she might be charged. Anything can happen. But for the now, it's Roger Stone, someone we weren't really thinking about. Okay, let's see, is Roger Stone eventually going to be indicted? Roger Stone, the convicted I don't know, do you call him a felon? Convicted offender? Is Roger Stone going to be indicted on this these conspiracy charges? Eventually, will Roger Stone be indicted on these conspiracy, fraud, obstruction of justice stuff? Maybe just the fraud, conspiracy stuff. Will Roger Stone be indicted on any of these charges? So I'm seeing like the Hierophant. So here we have an abuse here. What other cards would you expect? And an offer and a deal. So Roger Stone, the reason obviously that we know that Smith hasn't yet indicted these people is for expediency, but also because he's looking for people to flip and make deals. The Knight of Pentacles, it's a surety. Not quickly. Smith won't do this quickly, I don't think, but it's almost a surety that he will be. We have in the past victory, the victor's wreath there in the past, and I knew the Hierophant was going to come out. Yes, yeah, I'm seeing the courts. We also get him taking a deal, some sort of deal. Loss, defeat, walking away from what no longer serves him. The big lie is the environment around God. These people, jeez. The Lover's card, he is a member of Trump's, has always been a member of his inner circle. Illusion and delusion, because that's what it was to begin with, wasn't it? Let's throw enough of this smoke in the air and see what will stick. He's holding back information about something around the voter. Okay, so yes. Is there a female judge? Yes, he's going to come before her. The past and division, partisanship. Yes, he is going to be. It sure is. The sun rises in the morning. Stone will be indicted. However, he's likely to do a plea deal for a more lenient sentence. How anyone living in America's democracy, republic, whatever you want to call it, it's a democracy. It's also a republic too, which is one and the same. They don't have authoritarian rulers. How anyone could turn now a blind eye with half a brain away from this attempted coup is beyond me. And yes, there are members of Congress who will eventually face justice as well. Okay, where else do we want to go? We're getting long, so I won't do much more other than to let's just see, will Trump flee? Let's just see, will Trump flee? So I'm getting the Fool card. He's running toward the sun. I don't know. Let's have a look. Will Trump flee? It was pretty awful that I saw perhaps a plot to kill Mike Pence. Maybe that's where I should go. Okay. All right. I know this is getting long, but anyway, there's a lot to unpack here. Will Trump flee? No. Okay. Let's ask, was there a plot to kill Mike Pence and or Pelosi? Was there a plot to kill Mike Pence and others? Was there ever a plot to kill Mike Pence and others? There's a poison chalice here. Somebody's drinking something. Was there ever... treason and the prosecutor. Was there ever a plot to kill Mike Pence? Was there ever a plot to kill Mike Pence and or others? Wish fulfillment. The Star card. Nice to see hope. And we get Plan B. If nothing else works, we've got a Plan B. Circles of support. 3 people. information, something moving very quickly, and then we get that loss card. Let's keep going. So we get 3 of Wands. Somebody spoke about that, and I think that they will find that evidence. I want to remind people that this is now a certainty that you're moving out of troubled waters. Now we have the outcome card as a strong yes card, and there I get my answer. Yes, there was. Yes, there was, but they perhaps retreated. Oh my God, they retreated. No, they didn't retreat. There was. Oh my God, there was. Oh, God damn, there was a plot to kill him. It went that far. When they were yelling, hang Mike Pence, they'd already planted that seed to go after him. There will ultimately be an attempted murder charge coming out down the track. I think I'm just like, we'll ask about Trump fleeing. Oh, God, that's really left a... Thank you. That death card has been coming out also to let me know, to dig a little bit deeper to... That's how far it went. That's how far it went. Good God. Okay, bye for now.